Shiny Wimpod is now live in Pokemon GO, and I really want to get my hands on it, obviously. You know me, I love my shinies. And on the upside, Wimpod is in the wild, and it seems pretty common, but not only that, we have a research for it, which is catch 3 Wimpod. And what do you get for that? You get a Wimpod. Pretty simple, pretty easy. There's also one for Wailmer, and Wailmer is shiny boosted at this time, so it might be worth it for you to go for it. But yeah, let's see how we do with these Wimpods. Fingers crossed we'll get lucky and get that shiny, because it is a beautiful shiny. But not only are we going to be focusing on those Wimpods, I also have some collection challenges to complete, which I'm pretty much done with. Giant Gems collection, you had to get yourself a Wailmer, a Mantine, a Citadel, an Onix, and obviously a Snorlax, which is the last thing. And then we've got the tiny treasures where we had to catch ourselves a Wimpod, a Joltik, a Diglett. The thing that's covered by a checkmark is a Cutiefly. And then last but not least, we need a Tynamo, and then we'll be able to claim both of these. But we have also got the World of Wonders page 3 of 5 that just unlocked, and we have to catch 30 Pokemon, spend 15 Pokestops, power up a Pokemon 20 times, and make 20 great throws. As you can see, I've already made a little bit of progress on this, but yeah, let's just get out there, let's grind, and let's see what we can get. Well, I found my Tynamo, and it's a huge one, which is awesome because these are in showcases right now, so hopefully we'll catch this thing so we can just complete that collection challenge. And also, I want to have a really good XXL Tynamo because I didn't have hardly any Tynamos at all for these collection challenges. And by collection challenges, I mean showcases. I'm losing my mind this morning. It's fine. Are you good at least? No, not really. But we will hold on to it just in case there's a showcase that doesn't have many of them in there, and maybe we can snipe the win. We've got our first Wimpod check here. Let's see what happens. Not red, unfortunately. It's such a beautiful shiny. But on the upside, we need this to complete those other researches, so glad we caught it. I've now completed 2 of the Wimpod tasks, and again, it is so great that we finally have a research where it's just one thing in there that we're looking for. Previous events, they've really been flooding them with just like 3 different Pokemon and such. But anyways, let's see what we get here. Hopefully a shiny. That'd be so cool. Number 1 is not it, and a 212. That's not bad. You want a 215. That is the 100%. Let's see what number 2 gives us. Not a shiny, and a 196. Not great. I don't freaking believe this. Shiny Wimpod, literally on the side over there. Oh, and it's so good looking too. Look at that. I want to catch this in a Pokeball real bad just because of the red and the white with the red and the white ball. But please catch 1. Oh, critical. Okay, let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't gotten a new shiny like this in a very, very long time, but is it a good one? Not bad, actually. I'll take that. A 7, 12, 15, I want to say. Beautiful shiny. Oh, God, I'm so happy right now. And I did instance one as well. No back-to-back, and this one's tiny, but that's perfectly fine. It is a full odds. The fact that we just got that is insanity. Now we just need to get one more, and we're done with that set. I'm kind of annoyed with myself. I completely forgot to go into the Pokedex and see what our starting number was for Wimpod, but I've caught every single wild one that I've seen so far. So as you can see, it was like our 6th wild check, but then I also had some researches and I also had some other checks before the video. So I will say that we just barely broke double digits before we caught ourselves the shiny Wimpod, which is pretty crazy. Hopefully the next one won't take long either. And here's our last giant gem we needed to get, and luckily it's a level 1, so we should hopefully actually catch this thing. But just for fun, let's throw an Ultra Ball at it to make sure, and of course I have to hit the thing because it's so far away. Give me 1 second. There we go. Excellent curveball throw. Hopefully you saw that. But anyways, 1, 2, and we got it. Perfect. We completed both collection challenges. And let's see that pop up. We are now at 158 of them completed, which is crazy. Let's claim these collection challenges and see what we get from them. I'm assuming it's just gonna be Wimpod, but it could be something else. So for the big gems, we get a Wailmer. Okay, we're probably gonna be getting double Wailmers. I guess that makes sense, seeing that it is boosted during this event. Just for fun, we'll take a look at this one. A 594 is going to be... Okay, you want something better than that. Let's see what the tiny treasures have for us. We have the berries, we get the XP, and an encounter with a Wimpod. Okay, cool. So there's a Wimpod and a Wailmer in here. I like that. I also really like this because I need it for the quests that I have on me that I'll be checking in just a second. I have 2 of them that are done, and then this one's gonna count for another one of them. So let's dive into them. See what we get. The first one is going to be a 206. Again, you want a 215, 215. And apparently it's really good in Master League, so you definitely want to get yourself a hundo of it, specifically to evolve it into Golisopod. Wimpod as a hundo is pretty much worthless. But now that we've completed those, let's get these. Haha, 206. And this last one is not red, and a 207. Nothing close just yet. 3 more Wimpod researches. Let's see what we get from them. The first one is a 199, but I do actually have to catch this one. There we go. And here comes the other 2. This one's going to be a 208, and this last one is going to become a 202. I still don't have this hundo, so I really want to get it, and I'm so glad that the research is easy. As you can see, we have 3 Wailmers here. I haven't checked this one yet, but it's not shiny. The middle one isn't shiny either, but the right one is shiny. It is boosted, so if you really don't have this thing, go for it. Click on as many of them as possible. Very happy to say that we did actually get one of them, even though that was a terrible throw. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Honestly, what I would love to get is an XXL Shiny Whalmer. I think that would be insanely cool, but this one might be good for PvP. I highly doubt it. I don't think Whalelord really has a lot of play, but for now, we'll hold on to it. You never know. Yet again, 3 more tasks that all I need to do is catch this first one. This one is tiny. That's kind of fun, and it is a 197. The middle one is going to be a 205. And off the hundo on that one, and this one's going to become a 211. And here we have 12 12-kilometer eggs, and I've also popped a star piece, so that's gonna be great. Hopefully we'll get that shiny Sandile though, which honestly would be pretty cool if that happened, because I mean, we've already gotten something new for the shiny living dex. So far, no crocodiles. I also had a last batch that just was terrible. I didn't get a single Sandile. So far, we're not having any luck, but maybe number 4 will be working for us. It's a Salandid. Number 5, how about you? Larvitar. Halfway with number 6 is a Dino. Lucky number 7 is a Pancham. 8 is going to be another Salandit. Number 9 is another Larvitar. Double digits with 10 is a Pancham, and these eggs are just terrible. Number 11, what are you gonna be? Another Salandit. And the final egg is, all right, not a single Sandile. Let's see what happens with these IVs, though I don't think I saw anything too crazy in here. Once you load, there we go. Let's just keep going, see what we get. This Dino, we got a male Salandit, a female Salandit, that's pretty cool. Another Pancham, Larvitar, Salandit, that's also a male. Let's keep going, but yeah, it's not looking very good, unfortunately. And here's our first Kartana raid of the entire event. It can be shiny now, and these things are so easy to destroy. Use fire types. It is a grass and steel type, and it has a very high attack stat and a very low defense stat, so you can actually solo these. I've done it before, but you want to have sunny weather specifically. Sunny weather is the best weather for this. I'm using a Mega Charizard Y. This thing resists almost every single move this guy has, and then after that I have a whole bunch of Shadow Moltres I'm gonna throw in afterwards. But as you can see, we're barely any time in, and we're already halfway done with it, so we're gonna smash this out real quick. The non-weather boosted hundo is 2101, and I believe that the weather boosted hundo is a 2626. And I don't have a hundo of this thing, and I really want it, because this thing is an insanely good grass type. You should be doing as many of these as you physically can. And at most, you need like 2 or 3 people, as long as you have good counters. If you're kind of new to the game, maybe like 4 or 5 people, and you'll definitely defeat it in no time at all. Just like that, in fact. We just brought this one down. Let's see what happens, though. What do we get? This one's going to be a 2036. That is awful, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be good. I just want to get that shiny for the shiny living dex, and this is our first one. But, oh, and it's shiny! Let's go! First one shiny. That's awesome. Unfortunately, not very good, but I'll totally lucky trade this with people in the future, but I cannot believe we got a shiny on the first one. That is so cool. Now, let's see how bad this is, because I know it's pretty bad, but it is a 10-10-14. That is so weird. That's the first IVs I got on the first Celestelia from yesterday. But anyways, I do like this shiny a lot. I like the blue, I like the orange, and I think it's interesting they got rid of the yellow and just added more white to it. It looks very popping. I like it a lot. Today's just going insanely well. We've got the new Kartana, we got the Wimpod, we got a Whalmer. Let's see if we can keep this luck flowing, though. Let's see what we got with these researches. They're all Wimpods, and we got another tiny one here, and it's not the hundo. How about this one? It's not red, and it's a 204. And last but not least, we've got ourselves this one, which is a 206. Perfectly fine, nothing great there. We're gonna just stack these for later, but also there's a wild one right here that isn't red. Okay. So I was just looking in the shop, because recently we've been having some crazy boxes, and I just got a really good one here. Look at this. The Voyager box comes with 99 premium battle passes, 2 fast, 2 charge, and 2 star pieces. Now, admittedly, those other things aren't that great, but 99 passes for 5,425 coins is a really good deal. That's practically half off, and I've been seeing boxes like this that don't give nearly the amount of deals, so that's amazing. I already bought one of them. I don't know how many of them I'm gonna buy. Probably not too many of them, but definitely cool. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of boxes you guys have been getting, because I've been seeing all sorts of crazy ones. 3 more Wimpod checks where we have to catch the first one for sure. 193 though, that is not good, but maybe these other 2 will be good. This one right here is going to be a 197. And then there's this one, which is going to be a 194. Not a single 200s. 3 more Wimpods. Number 1 is going to be a 207. Number 2 is going to be a 204. And the last one here is going to be also not shiny and a 201. At least they were all in the 2s. 3 more of these tasks. Let's see what happens with them. I really want to see that hundo, and that is so close. That is literally a 98%. Let's take a quick look at it, but I do believe this is probably like a 15-15-14 or a 15-14-15. It is a 15-15-14. I'll hold on to it. It's the best one I've got so far. Next up, though, we've got ourselves not a shiny and a 208. And last but not least, we have not a shiny and a 202. I'm really happy with how today's turned out. We've only been out for like 3 hours or something like that, and we've got ourselves some good shinies and some good IVs. And I think we need to celebrate, so let's get some ramen. But instead of going somewhere and buying it, we're gonna make it with HelloFresh. Specifically, this is a pork ramen in a shoyu style broth. It looks fantastic. We got everything we need here. This video is not sponsored by HelloFresh. That was a little while ago, but we still have quite a few few things to cook, and I thought ramen made perfect sense for this video. But if you're not down with the cooking, don't worry about it. All you gotta do is look down on that timeline and it'll take you right where you wanna go. Step 1, we have to slice up the scallions, just like that, and we've separated the greens from the whites because we're gonna use these for something different. Next up, we get a pot and we fill it with just a little bit of oil. Next up, we add this ground pork here, and then once this is in, you put the scallion whites in as well, and then we're gonna mix this all together and break up the pieces and get them cooked through. The pork is nice and cooked through, and now what we got to do is add 3.5 cups of water to the pot. So there's 1, 2, 3.5. Now we're gonna add both of these pork ramen flavor packet thingies plus both of these chicken stocks, and we're gonna add the soy sauce as well. Next thing we had to do is make this concoction of sesame seeds, sesame oil. We got chili flakes in here, minced up garlic, a little bit of salt, and some olive oil. And now we're supposed to throw this in the microwave for a little bit. And now that the broth has been going for a bit, we're gonna add the noodles to the broth. We're not gonna break them up, we're just gonna let them naturally sink in. We're also gonna add this bok choy and napa cabbage in here. That's been the ingredients. And then lastly, we add a big old handful of spinach in here. And now we just mix all of this together until the noodles are nice and firm, and then we're ready to go pretty much. And there it is. But it's not done yet. We still have to add a little bit of this chili garlic oil. We're not gonna put all of it in there, just a little bit of it. We then add some scallions to the mix as well, and it came with some fried onions to throw on top as well. Well, this obviously looks really good, but what matters most is how good does it taste, and we're gonna try to get ourselves a nice big bite here. Well, the noodles are really good. Let's see how the pork actually tastes though. Come on, buddy, there we go. I like this a lot. And what's good about this is that this is way healthier than the normal ramen I get. Not that I'm not gonna get the normal ramen from time to time, but it's nice to know I can make this myself. Again, this video is not sponsored by HelloFresh, but I do have a link that is active, and I'll leave that link in the description box below. It gives you 16 free meals, including a free dessert for life as long as your subscription is activated. And every sign up really does help out the channel a lot. We've got some big plans coming up, so for those of you who did it, thank you very much. Plus, we got to learn how to make some amazing ramen, which is just insane. But on that note, I'm gonna finish this, and then I'll see you out there on the grind. Well, that ramen worked out perfectly. Shiny Wimpod number 2. Now let's catch this thing real quick. We're gonna throw a golden raspberry. We're gonna catch this one in a Pokeball as well, but I cannot believe we've gotten both on the first day of the event. That is insanity. Set is officially done. Hopefully it's a good one. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter, but it would be cool if it was a good one. So you are, 7-14-2. Doesn't matter, it's number 2. And we may evolve it by the end, but we're gonna keep grinding, of course, and see what we can find. Were these things secretly boosted and I just wasn't told about it? This is ridiculous. This is my 3rd one of the day. And yet again, we're gonna catch it in a Pokeball because I think that the red and the white really work. And also it's funny because I just had a friend say dibs on my 2nd one, so I guess they can have that one then. Unless this one turns out to be really bad, then they can have this one. Yeah, they're probably getting this one instead. I'm just getting stupid lucky, or these things are definitely boosted. There's no way they're not. And this is a level 1, which is really cool. I really wanted level 1. I like collecting level 1 shinies, you know what I mean? And I think this might be the one that I just keep as a Wimpod because I really like level 1s. Unless it turns out to be amazing, then maybe we'll turn it into a level 1 shiny Galissapod, I believe it's called. Anyways though, it's not bad. 7-11-14. So far we're having a fantastic time. Like, we're getting really lucky right now, and I'm thinking let's take this luck to a live stream and just see how it goes. We might get something, we might not, but in the end of the day, it'll be a good time to chat with all of y'all. So I'm gonna stream for a little bit and then I'll catch up with you when I'm done. Hear it? If I'm the CEO, oh my goodness, never mind, hold up, let me put that on hold. We got a shiny whale on the stream. Let's go. Boom. Well, that's fun. Just after the XXL ones, but whatever. I'll take a shiny whale. This is my 2nd one of the day, I believe, so that's kind of fun. Now let's see what happens with this one. Haha, it's pretty bad, but it doesn't matter. And a lot of people, yep, there we go. See, told you. We got ourselves another shiny whale. Let's do it, let's do it. I'm always happy with a good whale. Plus this one's on the incense, so that could be possibly good. Now let's see how good this shiny whale from the incense was. It's, yeah, 12-13-1. Still pretty cool though. Well, today has been just an oddly really good day. As you can see, we got 8 shinies, 4 of them being Wimpods, which is crazy, and 3 of them are the boosted shiny Whalmer. From what people were telling me, Wimpod is not a boosted shiny, so the fact that we're getting so lucky with this thing is ridiculous. And I'm thinking might as well evolve the first one we got, because the first one and the level 1 are about the same IVs. I think this one's just slightly better. So let's just do this one and turn it into a shiny Galissapod, which is an absolutely beautiful shiny. Honestly, I'm just really happy I've gotten lucky with this one because I haven't been lucky with some of the newer shinies that have come out. I've had things coming up, yada yada, so getting this just feels really good, and that just looks so amazing. I really like this shiny a lot. The blue with the red, it just fits so well. And we're officially done with that set. Like, honestly, unless I get a better one in the future, then I'll just switch them out, but we're good. There's only one thing I need to really focus on, and that's Cutie Fly, and we'll probably either get it during this event or hopefully during the bug out event as well, seeing that it's showing up then as well. I've also completely forgot to claim the rewards for page 3 of 5, so let's just do that. The Ultras will get the Revives and the Hypers, and the Encounter, which is going to be a Marini. Cool. Out of everything, I did not expect this. And the final rewards will be 50 Poipole Candy, and we're gonna get ourselves a good amount of XP. And unfortunately, we can't do this one now, but page 4 of 5 will be complete 15 field research tasks, explore 10 kilometers, catch 25 different species of Pokemon, and defeat 5 Team Go Rocket Grunts. And we'll do that later on, obviously. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below, have you gotten that shiny Wimpod yet? And if you have, was it a good one? Please let me know. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.